This is for anyone that wants to create a game timer in the format of a racing game, or I guess it would work for a speed run game too, like if you wanted to time something with 1,000 milliseconds. What I'll do is recreate what I already have here. I'm in the HUD event graph, custom event, start timer, and drag off, set timer by event, and drag the time over here to add the pin, and we'll be able to set the time here. And then promote this to variable, right click, promote to variable, and this will be our time handle. Do another custom event, and this will be timer finished. Drag that into the event. Now we have this timer handle. Can drag this over here and get our handle, and then you can say clear and invalidate timer by handle. So if the timer reaches a maximum time that you set, this will fire. So you'll have, this will be like in game or something, or max time, where you won't go any further. All right, then we go. This is a level blueprint. All I did was add the widget and promoted it to a variable, add to the viewport, and now we can drag this in and pull our timer, our start timer. And this is the one we just made. So see, now you can set your time here. And this would be the max time that you want it to go. So if you wanted to maximize, like say an hour or something, you do like 3,600 seconds. And then, so if you wanted to pause the timer or unpause the timer, you'd do it like this. You'd pull your timer handle, say get time, right? So get handle, yeah. And then you would drag out and you'd say unpause timer by handle. And I'll get rid of that. Copy that. And then say pause timer. Yep, pause timer by handle. So if, let's say you had your finish line, this would be your stop event, and then you would run like you wanted to save the time, or just freeze the time and set a variable or something. All right, and then down here I just binded the key event to go between starting and stopping the timer. My start event, stop event. Oh, here, let's do stop. We'll call this stop function. This way, when the level loads, it won't start the timer right away until you start it. All right, let's go back to the HUD. And then here's the format. So all I did was bind this to a display timer here. And this is where we'll display it. So we drag off our handle. And you want to get timer elapsed time by handle. So this is how long the timer's been running. And if you drag off from here, you could say from seconds. And if you right click this area here, you can split the struct pin, and then you get all these different values that you can pull out of it. So, and this would work really good too. So if you had, like say you wanted to format a time of like game time, how long somebody's played a game, like a stats page, if you did from days, or see, look, there's a bunch of them. There's see from hours, milliseconds, minutes, seconds. So like if you did from days and you fed, 1 in here, you'd pull out and you'd get 24 hours and 40 minutes and so on. It's really neat because it formats all the time for you. So we'd say drag out of the minutes, say to text, the integer, And then here's where you can format it. So this is the minimum amount of digits you'd have here. So if you wanted to have a 0 leading, so like we did a format like this, we did 0 colon, and then there's a minutes, and then a decimal, and then 3 for the milliseconds. So if you had a 1 here, what would happen is, where's it at? This value would grow and collapse. It'd expand every time it would get to single digits, or the milliseconds, like if it were in double digits. So for minutes, this will be 2, 2, and then we'll just copy this. And this will be our seconds. So it'll pad up zeros in there. Here, I'll get rid of that. And then for the milliseconds, we'll do 3. Put that in milliseconds. Now I do format text. All right, and from here, so if you hold Control key down, you can actually zoom in really close on here. Let's say we'll do format like that. All right, so in here, if you do a curly bracket, and then say you want to have your minutes, and then you close curly bracket, then you put your colon, another curly bracket, and then say seconds, close, and put your decimal. And then we'll do another curly bracket and say milliseconds, then close it. And when you click out of here, it'll create all these values that you typed in here. And then you can drag the minutes in, seconds, milliseconds. All right, and I'll drag this up into the return node. And this is the binded event. So let's play this. I'll push 1. See, there it goes. And you can push 1 again and it'll pause it. I'll show you without the leading 0 what happens to it. So like for the millisecond, say we just had a minimum digit of 1. See how it'll expand and then it collapses when it gets to 1. This way it'll keep it formatted looking good. All right. Hope that helps.